Welcome to this tutorial on the Launch Builder in Kotlin Coroutines. The Launch Builder is one of the fundamental coroutine builders that allows you to start coroutines in a fire-and-forget manner. This means you can execute code asynchronously without waiting for a result. Throughout this video, you will learn how to use Launch effectively in your Kotlin applications. So, what exactly is Launch? Launch is a coroutine builder that starts a new coroutine without blocking the current thread. When you call launch, it returns a job object immediately, allowing your code to continue executing. Unlike other coroutine builders, launch does not return a result value from the coroutine. This makes it perfect for fire-and-forget tasks, where you want to perform an operation but don't need to wait for a retrieve any result. Let's look at the basic syntax of launch. To use launch, you need to be inside a coroutine scope. In this example, we're using run blocking to create a scope. Inside the scope, we call launch and pass a lambda containing the code we want to execute. Here, the coroutine prints hello from coroutine, while the main code continues and prints hello from main. Notice how both messages appear, demonstrating that the coroutine executes concurrently with the main code flow. When you call launch, it immediately returns a job object. This job represents the coroutine that's running in the background. You can store this job in a variable and use it to control the coroutine's lifecycle. In this example, we launch a coroutine that delays for 1 second and then prints task completed. The job object is printed immediately, showing its active state. This demonstrates that launch doesn't wait for the coroutine to finish before returning. The job object returned by launch provides several useful methods to control your coroutines. The join method waits for the coroutine to complete before continuing. The cancel method cancels the running coroutine if it's no longer needed. You can also check the coroutine's state using properties like isActive, which tells you if the coroutine is still running, and isCanceled, which indicates whether the coroutine has been canceled. These methods give you fine-grained control over coroutine execution. Here's a practical example of using the join method. We launch a coroutine that delays for 1 second and prints coroutine done. By calling job.join, we wait for the coroutine to complete before the main code continues. The output shows coroutine done first, followed by main continues. Without join, the main code would continue immediately, and we might not see the coroutine's output. Join is essential when you need to ensure a coroutine finishes before proceeding. Launch is ideal for several common scenarios. First, logging and analytics, where you want to send data to tracking services without waiting for a response. Second, notifications, where you need to trigger alerts without blocking your main application flow. Third, background updates like cache refreshes and database writes that can happen independently. In all these cases, you don't need a return value, making launch the perfect choice for these fire-and-forget operations. Let's recap the key points. Launch is non-blocking and returns immediately, allowing your code to continue without waiting. It's perfect for tasks that don't need to return a value to the caller. You can use job methods like join and cancel to control the coroutine lifecycle when needed. However, remember that launch must always be called within a coroutine scope. Understanding these fundamentals will help you effectively use launch in your Kotlin applications for asynchronous operations.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.